Good morning. Good morning. Aha, there we go. I did it. I was having some technical difficulties. Surprise, here I am. Da, 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 da. Good morning, everybody. Were you waiting for me? I don't know why. I just kept spinning around and around and around, which sometimes that happens. Happy Monday. Is it a happy Monday? Hopefully it's a happy Monday. So good morning, everybody. Good morning, Yvonne. Good morning, Vladimir. Good morning, Timur and Barbara. Good morning to everybody that's here, that's telling me, yay, I'm here, or no, I'm not here. Today is Monday, and here where I am in the Dominican Republic, it is called Labor Day. In different countries, it is a holiday from having to work. And so different countries celebrate it on different days. In the Dominican Republic, the actual holiday is May 1st, which would have been Friday, but they celebrate it on Monday. And so therefore, happy Labor Day to all of you. So good morning, Justin and Lucas, my handsome boys. And there we have it. So today we are going to have a wonderful class. We're going to talk about some really cool jobs that people do throughout the world. Maybe give you guys some ideas on something you might be interested in doing or being when you grow up. We are going to start talking about time in math this week, which I know many of you know about how to tell time, but telling time isn't just necessarily the hands on the clock or the numbers on the clock, okay? And what else do we have going on? Our geography and our calendar. So let's start. What's the weather where you are today? Who can tell me? Here it's a little cloudy right now. I am in Punta Cana, Dominican Republic, and it is a little cloudy in the Dominican Republic today. So let's review. So let's remember what we did last week. All right. Good morning. So let's remember what we did last week, okay? We talked about the earth, right? And we talked about why there's different seasons. What are the 4 seasons? Right. Winter, spring, summer, fall. Okay? We have 4 seasons, and depending on the tilt of the earth to the sun, it's either winter in one country or summer in one country that's closest to the earth and winter in the other country. And depending if the southern hemisphere is closer to the sun, then it is summer in the southern hemisphere, which is the part below the equator, and it is winter in the northern hemisphere, right? And so we have the northern hemisphere is the part above the equator, the southern hemisphere, which is the part below the equator, and this, we have our imaginary line, is the equator. And remember, the closer you are to the equator, the fewer the difference you see in the variation of the seasons, right? Because if you have a season, where we live, you don't really see the seasons. The leaves don't change color. It doesn't snow, okay? The leaves don't start growing back again, all right? So it's almost summer here in the Dominican Republic, and in the northern hemisphere, it's almost summer. Right now, it's spring. Okay? So, here we go. Where are our 7 continents? Ready? North America, South America, Europe, Africa, Asia, Oceania, Antarctica. All right, so let's start here in Antarctica. Is it cold or is it cold? Let me guess. It's cold. It is. It's cold in Antarctica today. But how cold is it? Well, It is a whopping minus 47 degrees. Now remember, last Monday it was a minus 13 degrees, so it wasn't so bad last Monday, but minus 47 today. Yeah. All right, so let's go to New Zealand. All right, New Zealand is a country to the east of Australia, which is in the it's in the continent of Oceania. And we're going to go to Christchurch, New Zealand. Now, at this point in time in Christchurch, New Zealand, it is currently 1:07 in the morning there. It's already tomorrow. Okay, and it's 48 degrees there, and it's raining. Okay, so we can see that it's raining in New Zealand. It is very little. Oh, it looks very little. All right, now we're going to go to Vietnam. We're going to go to Hanoi, Vietnam, for our country in Asia today. In Vietnam right now, it's 8:07 p.m., so it's already nighttime there. Vietnam is here, and we're in Hanoi, Vietnam, and it is 84 degrees there and mostly cloudy at this moment. Whoops, now here where I am in the Dominican Republic, it just started to rain. All right, and moving over to Africa. Okay, today in Africa, we're going to go to the country of Zaire. And in Zaire, we are going to go to Lusambo, Zaire, right in the center of Africa. And there today, it's hot. Very, very, very hot. And 93 degrees. It's mostly cloudy. 93 degrees in Zaire, Africa today. Woo! And we're going to go to Turkey. No, not the gobble gobble that you eat. We're going to go to the country of Turkey. And if my niece and my nephews are listening, we're going to go to Istanbul, because I always sing the song to them. Istanbul was Constantinople. Istanbul was Constantinople. It's nobody's business but the Turks. Do you guys know that song? Maybe. So I picked Istanbul just for you guys today because Zia loves singing that song to you guys. So here we are in Turkey, and we're going to go to Istanbul. And right now, it is 57 degrees and raining in Istanbul. Yep. It is currently 4:09 p.m. in Istanbul. And then we're going to go to North America. I figure since we're going to talk about some cool jobs today, and one of them being at a zoo, we'll go to San Francisco, because San Francisco has a pretty cool zoo. And San Francisco is in the state of California in the United States. And in San Francisco, it is currently 48 degrees. Holy schmoly, 48 degrees. And it is only 6:10 a.m. there. So it's just early morning. People might just be starting to wake up. And finally, we're going to go to South America. And in South America, we're going to go to Colombia, where Shakira is from. Entonces, so Colombia, and we're going to go to Bogota. And in Colombia, it is 55 degrees there right now. And sunny, partly cloudy. It says partly cloudy. Good morning, Eker. Good morning, Camila. Who else we have got going here? Yes. So, all right. So there we have it for your weather around the world this morning. You guys are becoming such good geographers in learning about all the places around the world. It's very important so that we know where we are, right? Miss Maggio sometimes doesn't know where she is. She leaves her marbles everywhere. Can you believe that? All right. So let's come over here and take a look at our calendar. Ms. Maggio still couldn't find the month of May, so I had to write it May, M-A-Y. So we are now in the month of May. Remember, the month before May was? Right, April. And the month after May? Very good, June. Okay, so we did April, now it's May, and then we're going to come into June. All right, so today is, as we said, Monday. Let's spell Monday, okay? Can everybody see? Monday. Let's spell Monday. M-O-N-D-A-Y. Monday, right? So today is Monday. So if today was Monday, yesterday was Sunday. Very good. If today is Monday, yesterday was Sunday. And if yesterday was Sunday, today is Monday. If today is Monday, tomorrow must be. Very good. Tomorrow must be Tuesday. Right? Very good. So today is yesterday was Sunday. Today is Monday. If today is Monday, then tomorrow must be Tuesday. Very good. Very good. All right. So today, let's go. We're going to say the day, then the month, then the date, the number, and then the year. All right. You ready? Here we go. Today is Monday, May 4th. Very good. 2020. Today is Monday, May 4th, 2020. Super job. All right. So, who can tell me what this is? Right. It's a clock. Okay? It is a clock. And with a clock, all right, we have the number of hours and the number of minutes. Now, some clocks are 24-hour clocks, and some clocks show 12 hours on the clock, okay? Which could be, and then you would say AM or PM, whether it's morning or afternoon. All right, so we're going to learn about time today. And so this clock, who knows what this clock shows? This clock shows the shorthand, which is the hour hand, and it shows that it is 9 for the hour. And when it's the minute hand is right on the 12, that means it's 9 o'clock, right? So what starts at 9 o'clock? Right. Our class starts at 9 o'clock, doesn't it? Good morning, Yura. Our class starts at 9 o'clock, okay? Let's find out what time other things happen while we're here today. So if our class starts at 9 o'clock and our class is 1 hour long, let's see, our class is an hour long. This kind of has a mind of its own. So if our class is 1 whole hour long, then our class ends usually about 10 o'clock. Very good. Who can tell me how many minutes are in 1 hour? How many minutes are in an hour? Anybody? Very good. There are 60 minutes in 1 hour, right? 60 minutes in an hour. And how many seconds are there in 1 minute? Do you know that? Right. There are 60 seconds in 1 minute, and there's 60 minutes in 1 hour. And who remembers when we were talking about the earth and how long it takes for it to go one turn all the way around, how many hours are in 1 day that helps the earth to turn around one whole turn? Very good. 24 hours. Okay? There are 24 hours in a day. All right, so here we go. Let's watch our wonderful video from our friends at McGraw-Hill, okay, to help us see about time.
Time to the hour. The clock has the numbers 1 to 12. The hour hand is shorter. It points to the hour. The minute hand is longer. It points to the minutes. The hour hand is on 3. It is 3 o'clock. Look at the clock. What time is it? The hour hand is on 9. The minute hand is on 12.
What time is it?
The new hour starts on 12, so there are no minutes to count.
So what time is it?
It is 9 o'clock.
Very good. It's 9 o'clock. All right. Very good. Okay, so today's lesson is going to be time to the hour. I did not really want to do that. I'm going to do it this way. Of course, it doesn't want to let me do that. All right, well, I'll just blow it up anyway. All right, time to the hour. But first, we have to do our subtraction action. All right. 1. Aha. There we go. Now Miss Maggios got it. All right. Our essential question for the day is, how do I use until time? Right? So, how do we use until time? But first, we need to do our subtraction. Now, we're not going to do all of these because it's going to take too long. It says 5 two sets that have a difference of 121. So, but Miss Maggios is just going to use 2 of these numbers, and she is going to subtract from there. So we're going to do 745 minus 668. Okay? Let's take 745 and subtract 668. All right? Remember, we start right, go to the left, okay? And then we have to see if our top number is bigger than our bottom number. Here we go. Is 5 bigger than 8? No, 5 is not bigger than 8. So we have to borrow from our neighbor. Neighbor number 4, can I borrow 1? Yes, you can borrow 1. Okay, so I'm going to take 1 away from the 4, making it a 3. Good. And I'm going to put the 1 over here in front of my 5. So now I have 15 minus 8, right? What's 15 minus 8? Good. 7. And now I have the 3. Is 3 bigger than 6? No. So I need to borrow 1 from my 7. Neighbor number 7, can I borrow 1? Sure you can. Okay, so I'm going to borrow 1 from my neighbor number 7. So I'm going to take 1 away from 7, making it 6. And I'm going to put my 1 in front of the 3. Okay? You with me? So what's 13 minus 6? Very good. 7. And 6 minus 6 is 0, so I leave it there. So 745 minus 668 is equal to 77. Very good. Okay, we're not going to do that whole problem. All right, a quick review from last week. This is a line plot. So we're going to use the data from the line plot to answer these questions, okay? So we're talking about number of cats. Miss Maggios doesn't like cats very much, okay? Number of cats. Are you ready? So we have 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay? How many people were surveyed? What do we need to do to find out how many people were surveyed? Right, we need to count all of the X's because each X set counts for a person, right? Good. So let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So how many people were surveyed in total? Right, 8 people were surveyed in total, okay? How many people have 4 cats? Can you tell me how many people have 4 cats? So we have to come down here. How many number of cats? We have to find 4 cats. How many people have 4 cats? Right, 1. One person has 4 cats. Good morning, Lillian. How many people have no cats? How many people have 0 cats? So we have 0. How many people have 0 cats? 1, 2. So 2 people have 0 cats, right? Good. Excellent job. All right. Now, investigate the math. So, how do you read and write time to the nearest hour? All right. Here we have a clock. Remember, the shorthand on the clock is called the hour hand, like hand. And the long hand on the clock is called the minute hand, right? Okay. And usually on a clock face, all right, you see the hours through 12. And then they go around again. So it's AM and PM. Okay. So what time is it on this clock? If the hour is on the 5 and the 12 means that there's no minutes yet, right? Very good. 5 o'clock. This clock says it's 5 o'clock. All right. So now let's see if we have 12 o'clock are the hours. What goes here? Let's fill in our clock. We have 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. All right? Can you see that? So let's say, and Ms. Maggios is not going to put it up there right now. Who can tell me if I have this, what time is it? Right, it's 2 o'clock. What time is our Spanish class? Right, 11 o'clock. What time does Miss Maggio wake up in the morning? Right, 3 o'clock in the morning. What time does Spanish class end? If it's an hour class and it starts at 11 o'clock and it's 1 hour long, it ends at 12 o'clock. Very good. All right. So we can see all of these things. All right. Now Ms. Maggio's turn. On an analog, there's 2 types of clocks. This type of clock is called an analog clock. You say analog. Good. And this type of clock, which is easier to tell, you would say this is a digital clock, okay? Which we have both types of clocks every day, okay? I can tell time on this clock. This clock says that it is 9:26 a.m. okay? Or I can put the time depending on what kind of clock you have around your home. For example, Miss Maggio has this clock over here. You can't really see it with the glare so much, and that is an analog clock that tells me what time it is. So I can use both. Now, my children in school are usually lazy, especially my one big girl, Maria, who never wants to look at the analog clock, who's in 7th grade. And she always wants to look at the digital clock. And she goes, what time is it? What time is it? I'm like, look at the clock. Yep, even in 7th grade. Very lazy. You're right. Very, very lazy. All right. So, but I love you, Maria. All right. So the minute hand points to the minutes, which is the longer one, and the hour hand points to the hours, which is the shorter one. Easy peasy, right? It's really not that difficult. And so here you could say it's 3 o'clock. Okay. Or like here, it says 3 o'clock. They're both the same. They say the same time. Okay. Just in a different way. How is an analog clock similar to a number line? Analog clock similar to a number line. Well, I guess if you were to take this and stretch it out as a line, you would put the hours, and then the minutes would go in the middle. I guess so. So let's look here. Use the virtual manipulative clock. Tell what time is shown and write it here. What time is shown here? Can you see? Miss Maggio will blow it up a little. What time is it? Right. So the big hand is here, the minute hand's here, and the hour hand is on the 1. So it is, right, 1 o'clock. How do I show that on an analog or on a digital clock? Right, I had to write 1.00, or it's 1 o'clock. Okay. Now, here we have the hour hand is at the 8. The minute hand is at the 12. We know that it's the time on the hour. So what time is it? Right. 8 o'clock. So I'm going to write 8 and then ... 00. It's 8 o'clock. So time is it? 8 o'clock. No, not Rishkova. Vladimir's sister. Okay, and then we have number 6, where the 12 in the hand is on the 12. We just did it here. And the hour hand and the minute hand are both on the 12. You have, very good. It's 12 o'clock. So we have 1, 2, ... 00, or 12 for 12 o'clock. Simple? Easy? Good. All right, moving along. Now, Colin gets home at 3 o'clock. Evan gets home 1 hour later. Word problem. Maggio loves word problems. What time does Evan get home? Colin gets home at 3 o'clock. Evan gets home 1 hour later. What's an hour after 3 o'clock? I know, you guys. This is like super duper easy. 1 hour after 3 o'clock. A whole hour around. Oops. Let's go this way. So 1 hour after 3 o'clock is 4 o'clock. Okay, very good. So what time does Evan get home? He gets home at 4 o'clock. How would you draw that? The long hand, the minute hand goes to the 12, and the hour hand goes to the 4, which is the shorthand. Good job. Tell what time is shown here. What time is it? If you can't see there, it looks like this. What time is it? Right. Oops. 8 o'clock. What about here? It looks like this. What time is it? Right. 1 o'clock. And the last one? What time is it? Right. 7 o'clock. Very good. You are super time tellers to the hour. All right. Very good. Any questions? I don't think so. All right. I need to come out of here. Escape, escape. All right. And there we have it for telling time to the hour. All right. Super job, guys. Now we are going to read a cool story called Cool Jobs. What's a job? What's Ms. Maggio's job? Right. To make sure I give you all the education that you need. Right? To make sure I instruct you. So my job is as a teacher and make sure that you all learn to the best of your ability, right? Yes, Miss Maggio, yes. Oh, good. I'm so glad you realized that. All right. Now, we are going to learn about some cool jobs from, look at that. They're all children with cool jobs, huh? Yes, they are. So, a job for you. I'm going to pull you all in a little bit closer so you can see this a little bit better. Okay? All right. So, a job for you. Now, here we have our vocabulary words. Let's read them. If maybe you don't know them all, but we're going to find out what they are by using our context clues. Only. Laugh. That's a funny word because it doesn't look anything like laugh. Build. Goes. Interesting. Ordinary. Okay? All right, so here it says a job for you. Do you ever think about what you want to be? You could find an interesting job. What's another word for interesting? Interesting, attractive, likable, something that's interesting is something that makes you want to learn about it, okay? You only need to think about what you like. So let's all think about what you like to do, okay? And I bet whatever it is that you like to do, there is a job that you can make out of it, all right? The only thing you need to think about is what you like to do. Do you like to help people? You could be a doctor or a teacher. Miss Maggio likes to help people, and it's one of the reasons why I do what I do. Do you like to make people laugh? You could be a clown or an actor or a comedian. Do you like to fix things? You could build houses or fix cars. You could work at home, or you could be someone who goes to the moon. Travels to the moon, right? You could want a job that seems ordinary, or one that does not. Think about what you like to do. Then you can find your best job. This is a super homework assignment for you guys. Why don't we have all of you guys out there that are watching think about what you like to do? And you could write a sentence. I like to blah, 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 blah. And then you can draw a picture or talk about a job, depending on your level, of what you could do doing what you like to do, right? So you can definitely make a job out of gaming. You could definitely make a job out of watching TV. That'll be interesting. Boxing, a little dangerous there, Vladimir. Sports, yes. So let's think. I want to see something that you would like to do, and I want to see what you can create or what kind of job or investigate what kind of job you can do doing exactly what you love to do. Okay? All right. Next. Let's check out these cool jobs that these people do. Now, this is a story of nonfiction. Let's remember, what is something that's written that is nonfiction? A story that is a nonfiction article tells about real people and real things, okay? So here we're gonna learn about classify and categorize, kind of compare and contrast. What different kinds of jobs do people have? All right, cool jobs. What would it be like to have these 3 jobs? Let's look at the first one, okay? Zoo dentist. Not just any dentist, it's the animal dentist at the zoo. Interesting. If you were a zoo dentist, you could fix and clean a tiger's teeth. Would you want to do that? I'd be a little scared. You could fill a hole in an alligator's tooth. Oh my goodness, look at, holy schmoly, there's an alligator. You might even pull out an elephant's tusk. Oh dear, I don't know about all of that. Zoo dentists fix teeth just as ordinary dentists do. But they work on wild animals that might bite. So the dentist gives medicine to the animal. Then it goes to sleep. Now the dentist can go to work. So they have to give it a little bit of medicine to make it go to sleep. Because if not, it might go while you're trying to fix its teeth, right? Mm-hmm. Zoo dentists use big drills. Big metal tools can help them grip in a bad tooth and pull it out. Just like Miss Maggio tells you, whenever you have a loose tooth, they say, give me a string, I'll pull it out. If it's a lion's tooth, that can be a pretty big job. Mm-hmm. I know. It can't be easy. Flavor maker. Oh, that'd be a cool job. Who likes to taste different things? Did you ever want to change the taste of a food? If you were a flavor maker, you could. You could make medicine taste like cherry or pizza. With only a few drops, you could make a hot dog taste like a peach. I don't know if I'd want a hot dog to taste like a peach. Yeah, look at all these. Golf, football. You guys know what you want. Muay Thai. Wow. Flavor makers work in a lab. They use chemicals to make flavors. Their best tools are their noses and mouths. They do a lot of tasting and smelling. Flavor makers help make a lot of tasty food. Can you think of a new flavor for a food that you like? Like, for example, sometimes you have cheese. So nowadays we can find cheese-flavored crackers, right? Or you have medicine, and normal medicine doesn't taste very good, right? So you can have cherry-flavored medicine or grape-flavored medicine. Or here, fruit-flavored cereal, okay? Instead of it being just the normal taste of cereal, they add flavor to the cereal so children eat it, right? Beekeeper. Who wants to be a beekeeper? I don't want to be a beekeeper. Definitely not. Ms. B might want to be a beekeeper. Bees make honey. A beekeeper helps the bees do their job. If you were a beekeeper, you would build hives for bees to live in. These are not like the hives bees make themselves. Beekeepers make hives out of wood. So here, look, they make their own hive and the bees live in there and that's how they produce honey. So sometimes if you eat honey, you know that it came from a bee. How do beekeepers get the honey with all of those stinging bees? They have special outfits. So you can see, for example, she's not wearing her special outfit. I don't know how they're not buying it, but see how he's got this big hat and his arms have gloves on them. This one, I have no idea because he's not wearing anything on his hands. They have special outfits to keep the bees from stinging them. There are gloves and a hood. There is a net that protects the beekeeper's face. See, you can see the net. Here's the net. Sometimes beekeepers put smoke into the hives. That makes the bees fly away. Then the beekeepers can take the honey out. It can take a lot of work to get honey, but the end is always sweet. So here's the honeycomb, and here's the honey in the honey jar. Pretty cool, huh? There are many interesting jobs. Who would like to be a mascot for a team? There are many interesting jobs in the world. This person's job is to dress up like a huge bird and perform at sports events. I think Ms. Maggio would like to do that. It's fun to make people laugh. What kinds of cool jobs can you think of? What cool job would you like to have? I know. I don't know. Ms. Maggio loves her job, but I bet you could be a little cool. Like, for example, I think that this is a cool part of my job as much as I love being a teacher. I think it's cool to be here almost kind of like on TV with you guys and do different activities and different things that I wouldn't normally do or be able to use Peter Pirate, hello, and pretend that he's here with you. So I guess Miss Maggio has a pretty cool job, doesn't she? So your homework is going to be to see what cool job you think you would like to do. Think about what your favorite thing to do is, and let's investigate what kind of jobs you can do, you can have with doing what you love. Right? All right. Okay, so let's compare and contrast. What about, for example, we learned about the zoo dentist. What is the difference between the dentist in the zoo and the dentist, a regular dentist that we all know? Right. The zoo dentist takes care of zoo or animals, wild animals' teeth, and a real dentist works on human teeth, right? What about, we had also a beekeeper and we had a flavor maker. Okay, so these are different jobs. What's the difference? Like, what do they all have in common? What do all of these jobs, these people in these jobs have in common? Right. I think they're doing what they find interesting and what they love. They have a job that they love to do because they are doing what they think is interesting. Huh. And you like cooking? Good job, Maria. Yes, you could be a chef from cooking. All right. Very good. Now, let us go to our grammar point for the week. Not our grammar. Yes. Our grammar this week, oh dear goodness gracious, is going to be on possessives. What's a possessive? Right. Possessive, something shows possession, that it's yours, that it's whatever you're talking about thing. Like this is Miss Maggio's wand. Miss Maggios with an apostrophe S, right? And so by using an apostrophe S, why can't I go any further down? Why, oh, why? Aha, that's why. So let's learn a little bit about possessive nouns and apostrophe S. Possessives with apostrophe S.
Possessives with apostrophe S. Possessive nouns show who or what owns or has something. Add an apostrophe and the letter S to a singular noun to make it possessive. Adding an apostrophe and the letter S to the word Nan shows that Nan owns a hat. It is Nan's hat. Adding an apostrophe and the letter S to the word pup shows that Pup has a bed. It is Pup's bed. Read each sentence, then read the pair of words next to the sentence. Click the correct word that shows that something belongs to something else. Drag it into the sentence.
All right, so they showed you a hat, okay? And Nan, it owned the hat, right? So if her name is Nan and the hat is her hat, then we would say it's Nan's hat with an apostrophe S. Okay? Let me write a better apostrophe. The apostrophe goes between the name and whose it is. Okay? And if the dog, it was the dog's bed, okay? We have dog, it was the dog's bed. Whose bed was it? It was the dog's bed with an apostrophe S. All right? So, let's see here what we have for our apostrophes. And I might have to make this a little bit more over here and here and here. Oh, for heaven's sakes. Why can't I move this over here? Aha. All right. Look at the blank dish. Okay, so let's look across. We have look at the dog dish, look at the dog's dish, or look at the dogs with an apostrophe S dish. Right, look at the dog's dish with an apostrophe S. Oops. Close. I don't know what happened. Maybe I need to keep playing. It won't let me move it. Ah! All right, anyways, we know that it's the dog's dish.
To show that more than one person or thing owns something, just add an apostrophe to the plural nouns that end in S to make them plural possessive nouns. Birds, nests. Boys, kites.
Miss Maggio just did a terrible... Miss Maggio...
Nouns in sentence.
All right. There we go. Going back. So, dog. Sorry, guys. Dogs with an apostrophe S. I thought I could put them in here, but I guess I can't. All right. Are you dad? Whose dad? Right. Kim's dad with an apostrophe S. Where is class? Whose class? Jack's class, right? With an apostrophe S. Here is plan. Whose plan? Jim's plan with an apostrophe S. So in order to show whose something is, then you would use an apostrophe S after whosever it is. Okay? All right. Now we can finish watching the rest.
To show that more than one person or thing owns something, just add an apostrophe to the plural nouns that end in S to make them plural possessive nouns. Birds, nests. Boys, kites.
Okay, so if there is more than one bird, look at all those birds' nests. You don't say, look at all those birds' nests, which would be, whoops. You don't do another apostrophe S. No, if the noun is already plural, you just put an apostrophe after the S that's already there. Okay? If you have boys' kites, you don't say boys'. It's not boys apostrophe S. No, it's boys' kites with just the apostrophe after the S because it's already plural. Okay? Yes, Miss Maggio, yes. So, let's see.
Let's play basketball. Each basketball has a word that fits a pattern. Drag and drop
we're not gonna
the
play
basketball into the hoop labeled with the same pattern. You will score 1 point for every word you shoot into the correct hoop. Good luck.
We're not going to play basketball. We're going to come here. All right? And it says, a possessive noun shows who or what owns something. Okay? So add an apostrophe S to a singular noun and make it possessive. For example, the dog's bowl is empty. So here we have rabbit. Whose eyes? So we have the rabbit, eyes are black, or the rabbit's, apostrophe S, eyes are black. Right. Rabbits with apostrophe S. The duck's babies are called ducklings. Whose babies are called ducklings? The ducks. And so is it an apostrophe S? Right. Yes. So we have the ducks, apostrophe S, babies are called ducklings. Number 3, blank kitten is orange. Maya kitten is orange or Maya's kitten is orange. Whose kitten is it? Right, it's Maya's kitten. So since it's showing that it's hers, possession, so you have Maya with apostrophe S. Maya's kitten. The puppy tail wags fast. Whose tail wags fast? The puppy tail wags fast or the puppy's tail wags fast? Right. With apostrophe S. The puppies. Tail wags fast. And the snake is pet. The snake is Pete's pet, or the snake is Pete's pet because it belongs to him. So there's an apostrophe S. Right. The snake is Pete's pet with an apostrophe S. Very, very good. Now, sometimes your nouns are plural. Okay? If they're plural, then you know by what's going after them because there's more than one thing. So, it says underline the correct plural possessive noun in parentheses. I found several birds' nests in our yard. Now, several means more than one, so there's many. So you have, is it several birds' nests? No. So it's several birds' nests with S apostrophe because there's more than one bird. The squirrel's tails are bushy. Well, if there's more than one tail, then I'm imagining there's more than one squirrel, right? So it's going to be the squirrel's tails are bushy with apostrophe S, or the squirrel's apostrophe tails are bushy. Right. It's going to be the squirrel's apostrophe because there's more than one squirrel. The bear's bodies are very big. Again, bodies tells us that there's more than one bear, unless one bear has more than one body. So that means that the word that we're using is plural. So we have more than one bear. So is it the bear's apostrophe S body or the bears with apostrophe bodies are very big? Right, because if it's plural, more than one bear, it's bears apostrophe. You're not going to say the bears' bodies, okay? The mice's noses twitch when they smile. Well, which one's it going to be? Mice is irregular. Mice is already plural. One mouse, many mice. So is it going to be mice's noses or mice's with an apostrophe? This one's a tricky one. It's going to be mice apostrophe S because mice is already plural and it doesn't have an S already at the end. So this is going to be mice apostrophe S. So the mice's noses twitch when they smell a cat. The dog's owners more than one, therefore there's more than one dog. So the dog's owners, apostrophe S, or the dog's apostrophe. Right, the dog's apostrophe, because it's already plural. The dog's owners are training their pets. And now the same thing with geese. One goose, many geese. So it's already plural. Okay, so it's not going to be geeses. All right, with an S at the end and then an apostrophe. We need the geese apostrophe S. Beaks are wet. Wet beak. All right, my boys and girls, that's enough grammar for today. I know grammar is boring, but at the same time, it's one of those things that we need to make sure that we know and understand so we can be better writers, right? All right, now it is time for our drawing of the week. Yeah? Are you ready for our drawing of the week? Let's see. Where is my basket? What did I do with the basket after I filled it? Here it is. Oh my goodness. Another basket. Lots of names in our basket. Remember that if you tell me that you're here and I know that you are watching, your name goes in the drawing for every week. Okay? So, and Miss Maggio is going to pull out Leah. Leah and Isan, second grade. Very good. Congratulations, Leah. You won the $10 Amazon gift card for this week. So, I love you all. Have a wonderful day. Enjoy the rest of your day. Make sure you read or do something productive today. I'll see you at 11 o'clock if you want to come back for Spanish class. Bye.